It's your boy Mazzy, man, back with another video, back with another banger, back with one of the dopest videos ever seen in your life, man. So I just left the gym. I have to really get up and get on the grind. You can see the Hellcat is right there. Let's go over there and check on the Hellcat, man. We ain't checked on the Hellcat all day this morning. So as you can see, the Hellcat is looking real dirty today. You know what I'm saying? But definitely got to get one of those in. So I get a lot of people hit me up in my comments and ask me, like, what do I do? What do I do? Like I said, a lot of people ask me, like, what do I do in my life, what I do for a living, what I do for my career. And I get it because I was, you know what I'm saying? I used to be that same way. Still am, actually. But I have more of a meaning about myself now. Let me pause that. But I've had a lot of people ask me, like, what do I do? What do I do for a living? How do I own, you know what I'm saying, the car that I have? How do I live the lifestyle I have? And for the longest, I used to be the same exact way. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us, when you're growing up, you really don't know exactly fully what you want to do. You always have like this, beat in your heart. You know what I'm saying? You have this feeling in your gut that's like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is your purpose in life. This is why you was put on earth. But after so long of hearing so many people tell you that your career not gonna work because of this, that you're not gonna be good enough for that, you're not smart enough, you don't have the money for this, you're not, well, it's gonna be too much for you to handle. After a while, like, it starts to weather on your dreams and your thoughts of like, okay, well, maybe I really can't do this. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much I feel this in my heart and in my gut, maybe I really can't do this. If I have this many people telling me that I can't, and these are the closest people to me, this is my family members, my best friend, people that I trust and confide in, people that I feel like I can trust with my life. If they tell me I can't do it, and maybe I really can't. And so after a while, we just start to just kind of let go of what we believe that we're supposed to be on earth doing. And then you start to look at, okay, is this person driving down the street in a Lamborghini, or this is a car that I feel like I want, and they have it at such a young age, or whatever age they're at. I wonder, like, what are they doing with their life to own it? And so, just like I used to do, I see somebody driving down the street in a Ferrari or a Lamborghini when I used to be riding a bus. Like, dang, bro, like, what do you do? Oh, I own this business, or I own that business, or I own this business, or I'm an owner of this, or I started this company. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody always created their own thing. And that's why Lamborghini came up with the quote. I don't know if they got asked why they don't make commercials or whatever, but it was a quote that said that Lamborghini don't make commercials because the people that can afford to own a Lamborghini are not watching TV. You know what I'm saying? And that made perfect sense. Perfect sense. So, a lot of people have asked me, how do I do what I do? And for the longest, I didn't really feel like what I was doing was really that special. I believed in it, but I didn't really believe it was that special because I felt like for long, I'm just like, dang, like, okay, I know I want to do this with my life, but is this really something is this something I'm supposed to be doing? Is this something that's gonna make me successful? You know, like, everybody wants their financial freedom. Nobody don't want financial freedom. But after a while, you really have to truly dig deep into your own heart, your own spirit, your own feelings and emotions to figure out what it is you're supposed to be doing. Like I always say, the money is gonna come. It's like, you don't have to work for money. Understand money is what's needed to fund dreams, to fund realities. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for the most part, a lot of people try to find dreams based off, okay, can I get rich in this area? Can I get rich in that area? It's okay sometimes, but you have to understand you're gonna run into a bump at some point, and you still gonna have that emptiness feeling inside your life. So it's like, I came up with this video, which is completely different from any video I've ever made, in my life, man. But I'm calling this video Life Goals because so many people have these goals in their life, and it's just like, okay, I see this person over here posting pictures of a Lamborghini, or they posting pictures of 3 Hellcats, or they posting a picture of Ferrari. I want that Ferrari, I like it. That's goals right there. Or they posting pictures with a lot of money in their hands. That's goals right there. Or they post a picture with a big old house. That's goals right there. Or they dating somebody I like. You know what I'm saying? And they have a big house, and they got jewelry, and they got money, and they got my favorite car. That's goals right there. So I came up with this video of life goals. Like, what is your life goal? What is your life goal? So I figured that the reason why I'm coming up with this video is because a lot of people have been feeling the same thing that I felt for a long time, even when I'm feeling like at this moment, like you work so hard for something and it takes a while for it to actually take off. And so because you go through the grinding stage of making your dream happen or something that you believe in that you want to do, and you're going through that beginning stage. So in that beginning stage, your mind is way further ahead than what your physical state is. Because in your mind, you believe that, okay, with this dream that I have, I believe in it so much, so I know I'm supposed to be way down there with those guys. Even though they've been doing it for 5, 6, 7 years, but I feel like I have the mind, the ability, and the strength to be doing it on the level that they're doing it. But you're still in the beginning stages, so you're not receiving the reward or the success or the growth as much as they are, even though they've been doing it longer, but your mind is with them. And so physically you're not with them, no, because you're still in that beginning stage where you're still planning, getting everything together, getting everything rolling. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you start to feel like, dang, well, they a lot smarter, or they're more, not even smarter, they're more experienced than I am. They've been doing it long, but they look so much more experienced than me. So is this what I'm really supposed to be doing? Am I in the right position? Am I doing something I'm supposed to be doing? Or am I doing it for the wrong reason? And most of the time the wrong reason be because somebody do it because they feel like, okay, I can get rich off this. Sometimes it works for people. I'm not saying they don't. Sometimes it do work for people. They say like, okay, I can get rich off this, so that's why I'm gonna do it. But I feel like in the end, you're still going to be missing that feeling like, okay, I'm rich or I'm successful. So it looked like it says I'm rich, but I still feel empty. I still feel like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. That's why you see so many people from, you know what I'm saying, the NFL, NBA, or rap career, they end up stopping doing it after a while, and they do something else, and everybody from the outside, they fans be looking like, dang, why he stopped playing football? He was making all this money. Why he stopped rapping or singing? He was making all this money. Why she stopped acting? She was making so much money, because they still have an empty feeling. Like they made their money and they see that that's not really what they want to do with their life. They made their money, and so after a while, you still have that feel like, bro, I'm still not feeling successful. Yeah, I have money, and I thought this was what success looked like. I got a house, I got cars. I thought this is what success looked like, but I don't feel successful. I don't feel like this is not the goals. This is not the life goals that I saw. It looked good for the internet, and a lot of people get that misconstrued. People see they see people post stuff on the internet. They feel like, okay, well, if my life don't look like this, then I'm not living life. If I'm not on a yacht every summer or every spring break, then I'm not living life. I'm not in Miami or in California every summer, then I'm not living life. It's just like, who's to say that? People let social media control their life to the point where it takes them away from the whole purpose of why they would even put on earth. That may not be your lifestyle. I'm not saying that you can't have fun and enjoy your life, but you don't know what these people are going through on the day. You don't know what and I've always heard this every single time. I used to hear it a lot. And it took me until I got older for me to really, truly realize. I used to see people ride around in fancy cars all day long, and I used to tell my dad, like, dang, man, that's crazy. And he told me, he said, never judge somebody by what they have, because even though he's getting in a Ferrari, you never know what he's saying in his head every time he steps into the car. You don't know what kind of financial problems he may be in. You on the outside look good, but you don't know if he's struggling to pay those car notes. You don't know if he's struggling to put gas in there. You don't know if he's struggling to pay his mortgage at home because he done bought a Ferrari. You don't know if he's struggling because he can't see his kids because he didn't put so much of his attention to his career that he done abandoned his whole family. You don't know. You don't know. So we all get stuck in these life goals where we see it get posted on social media, that we forget the most important part is which to live, to allow yourself to feel. So many people are so caught into, I don't want to be broke, I don't want to struggle, that you forget the actual feeling of just trust the process. Everything is a process. Every single thing you go through is a process. You have to go through the beginning stages. Even though your mind may be way ahead of you, even though your mind may be 5, 6 years ahead of you, you may be feeling like, bro, I'm supposed to be on their level, because I feel like in my mind they're no better than I am. And they may not be, but you still have to respect the process. You don't know what those people have been through. Even though you may feel like mentally you can be on their level, you probably are. But you have to respect the process of everything that you're going through, because you don't know who is looking up to you. Even though I go through hard times, people assume like, oh, he's a YouTuber, or he got a car that I drive, that I don't go through hard times. I do. But I don't use those hard times as, oh, this means I'm not supposed to be doing something, or I'm not doing something right, or anything like that. I use it as, this is what I'm supposed to go through, So when the people that come up behind me, the people that's looking up to me, that's why I'm so open, you know what I'm saying, about what I do and what I go through. Like, because the people that come up behind me, they may feel like and look at somebody else and be like, dang, like, okay, that's all it takes to be successful. I thought it was so much harder. No, I try to be open so I can show people like, okay, do it this way, or not even to do it this way. See where my mistakes are, so when you come up, you can know like, all right, he made it turn this way, so maybe if I turn this way, I get a little bit different result from the way he did it. Even though he's where I'm at, but I see it took him longer, or I see he went through a lot of hard time because he kept going this way, going that way. So if I go the opposite way of he went and just still follow his blueprint, but do a little bit of difference, tweak it a little bit, maybe I don't have to go through as much hard work as he went through. So I say that to say, trust the process. Life goals ain't always what you think it is. Trust and believe in who you supposed to be. Find out your why factor. Why are you put here on earth? You know what I'm saying? Why do you want to be this? What is keeping you going? Every time that you feel like you want to quit or you want to stop, or you feel like your dream not working, what keeps you going when you feel like you want to quit? Every time you fall down, that's okay. Get back up. Just because you fall down with your dream, with chasing your dream, or chasing your ability, that don't mean that you have to stop believing in your career. That don't mean you have to stop believing in who you are put on earth to be just because you fall down. Nobody's perfect, man. I put a post on my social media on what I put on Facebook probably like 3 days ago. Michael Jordan didn't make his varsity team. Bill Gates dropped out of college. Oprah Winfrey got fired from her job. And the list goes on and on, but these are just the top 3 people that's supposed to be like one of the, you know what I'm saying, they the top dog as far as financial riches. You know what I'm saying? They succeeded based off following who they felt like they were supposed to be, even though despite the things that went against them, despite the hard times they went through a lot. Bill Gates dropping out of college, he dropped out of Harvard, he dropped out of Ivy League college and became one of the richest people in the world. Michael Jordan, one of the richest and most successful athletes to ever pick up a sport, didn't make his varsity basketball team. Oprah, one of the richest women on earth, if not the richest woman on earth, was fired from a job. But she kept going, but he kept going, regardless of the situation that was put in front of them. They found that wow factor. That wow factor kept them going when every obstacle was against them. You don't have every obstacle against you. You're gonna have so many people that's close to you to tell you you can't do it, you shouldn't do it, you're not gonna do it, you can't do it because of this, you're not smart enough, you're not tall enough, you're not wise enough, you ain't been doing it long enough. That's okay. And the reason why, drink break. And the reason why they're gonna tell you can't do it, and it's not so much of a hate. Now, some people are gonna be in a hating mentality, like, I don't want him to be successful because I didn't do it. Some people are gonna do it and they're not gonna know that they're doing it. It's gonna be so unintentional, but it still comes off as bad because it's gonna be the closest people to you. They dreams didn't work out, or because they're not used to, you know what I'm saying, their whole family on down the line before you, it's been nothing but go to school, get a high school diploma, get a job, or go to school, get a high school diploma, go to college and get a job. So they don't understand the fact of struggling, going through the process of owning your own business, creating your own way, creating your own legacy. So they don't understand that path. So when they see you going through these hard times and they're struggling, from a love standpoint, they just don't want to see you struggle the way that you're about to. And that's okay, but you don't allow that noise to interfere with who you're supposed to be. If it's something that you feel like you're supposed to be doing with your life, is this something that you feel like is who you're called to be, trust me, the money will find you. One thing that I did learn, and it stuck with me for the rest of my life, when you're good at something, people will pay you to do it. When you go out there and you're good at what you do, and you do it with love, and you do it with passion, people are going to pay you to do it. And after a while, people are going to be throwing money at you. They're going to be throwing money at you. Oh, can you teach this class? Can you teach this seminar? Can you show me how to do this? Man, I'll pay you if you teach this class. Because people want to know, like, dang, like, why is he so good at what he do? And you see it all the time. Look how many successful, rich details that it is. Look how many people that became successful off making clothes, off making shirts. People that became successful off literally being a janitor. And so now they literally have janitor, or not even janitor, they call it custodial seminars and stuff like, off of being a custodian. People that you know, in high school, we used to laugh at people like, man, you're here cleaning toys and throw stuff on the ground. They gotta come by, sweep it up here. But it's people that do it with love and do it with so much passion. It's just like, dang, like, why are you so happy doing this? And I was always taught, something else I was taught, if you're gonna do something, be the best at it. If you're gonna sweep floors and mop floors, be the best person that anybody's ever seen mop a floor. Because nobody can do it the way you do it. No matter what it is, do it to your best ability. Because no matter who you may feel like is the greatest basketball player, best writer, best rapper, best singer, best actor, it don't matter who it is, they cannot do it the way you do it. Even Michael Jordan cannot play basketball the way you can play basketball. Floyd Mayweather can't box the way you box. You know what I'm saying? Michael B. Jordan can't act the way you act. So it's like, it's always, everybody needs to understand you were created strongly. You were created differently from everybody. Even the best can't be you, no matter how hard they try. It's always something that's about you that's gonna make you the best person to ever do what you do. Regardless of who's done it before you, regardless of who they name the best, do it to the best of your ability, and people will notice it. People will pay you to do that. You're not gonna have to chase the life goals. You're not gonna have to ask people, okay, well, what do you do to own this company? Because people are gonna start asking you that. Once you chase who you supposed to be on the inside, that feeling that's bubbling up on the inside, that feeling that keeps hitting your heart every time you think about, all right, what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I see this person successful, maybe I need to do that. And in the back of your mind, you can feel it. You can feel in the back of your mind like, all right, this is what I'm really supposed to be doing, but I'm afraid to go out here and take this risk. I'd rather go out here and work for somebody else because it don't look like it's that much of a risk. At least I know that every 2 weeks or once a month, I get this check. Even if I come in late, even if I come in just halfway do the job, at least I know that I get paid every 2 weeks or once a month from this job. And we're so afraid to chase this dream over here, no matter how much it sits in the back of our head, no matter how much it beats in our heart, we know like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This can really make me have all the life goals that I really want. This can do it, but it's too much risk. This caused me to step outside of my comfort zone. And comfort is scary because we don't know what's on the other side of being uncomfortable. We don't know. We just know it's an uncomfortable feeling. We don't know what's really on the other side of the door because you can't see on the other side of success. You can't. That's the whole point of faith and believing. You have just to believe that on the other side of the door that it's a way better life than what we ever could imagine. But you can't see. That's why I respect anybody that's ever chased their dream. That's why I will always tell people chasing a dream is not easy, not on no level. Just because you chase a dream don't mean you're not gonna go through hard times. It don't mean you're not gonna struggle. It don't mean that you're not gonna have fears. You have fears. That's what it is. But you have to overcome those fears because you don't know what's on the other side of the door. At least here, at least work for somebody you know, like, okay, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. As long as I come to work, don't get too many write-ups, I have a job. That's just what that is. They'll pay me $15 an hour. You know what I'm saying? At least I know every 2 weeks I get this check. It don't really require me to do too much, so I still feel that emptiness feeling because people, I felt it. I'm not even gonna say y'all because I felt it. Even when I was working at a job, it's just like you work at a job for so long, you start to get comfortable because it's like, okay, I mean, I'm getting paid. I mean, I ain't getting paid what I want to get paid, but I ain't broke either. So I'm comfortable. And then you start to use those excuses like, man, I want better though. I want a better job because it starts to hit you. And then you see those life goals all on Instagram, social media, Facebook. You know what I'm saying? People out on Snapchat. And it's like, dang it, that's the life that I want to live that life. But I don't know how to get there. That thought still sits in the back of your head that this is what I'm supposed to be doing, but it's a lot of fear over there. I'm afraid to move. So I'm going to use the excuse of I got bills. I'm going to use the excuse of I got kids. I'm going to use the excuse of, well, I've never done it before. I'm going to use so many excuses just to say that basically I'm afraid to move on this idea because I don't know what's on the other side of that wall. It's a possibility that failure is on the other side of that wall, which 8 times out of 10 it is. And I'm being so honest. 8 times out of 10 there's failure on the other side of that wall that you can't see. But the difference is failure is not a stopping point. Failure is not the end of your idea. It's not the end of your dream. Just because of failure on the other side, failure is not designed to say, okay, well, you failed, so stop. No, it's to say, okay, you tried it this way, go the other way. Because you never know that the way that the universe works, it's always set up and planned for you to hit certain bumps so it can make you stronger. So when you get to the end of the goal, that's how I've always thought. I've always felt that if everything, which is the saying that easy come, easy go. You can't respect the sunshine if it didn't rain sometime. So I always felt that every failure that we go through is designed to keep us from getting to the point to where it's just like, okay, success is easy. So I don't respect it anymore. I don't respect the grind. I don't respect, you know what I'm saying? If you find $1 million on the ground, it's not gonna mean as much to you as if you was to work for $1 million. I feel like if you worked super hard and came up on $1 million off of working hard for you, it will mean a lot more as if you was to walk outside and find it on the ground. You find $1 million on the ground, more than likely you're finna go spend it, blow it. Now you may get some people be like, okay, I found $1 million, I'm finna go invest. But for the most part, people gonna go and blow their money because they didn't work for it, they found it. But if you worked hard for every single dollar, it's gonna mean a lot more to you, and you're gonna be more inclined to protect that $1 million as to blow it. So I feel like every failure that you go through in life on the other side of chasing a dream is designed to make sure that when you get to the end, or when you get to the point to where your dream is starting to get a little rocky, a little shaky, that you're not so easily inclined to let it go. Because you didn't work so hard, you didn't work too hard to get to the other side of that wall. We're just like, bro, I didn't work too hard to get in this position. I'm not going back. But if you were to chase a dream and it was just so easy, and then you start to go through hard times, you'll be like, man, nah, I didn't have to work that hard at the beginning. So I'm like, nah, we can go back this way. No, every failure is designed to make you stronger, to make you better, because you don't know if you keep going, you hit a roadblock and chasing your dream and you go the other way, you never know who you're gonna meet on this other side that's gonna put you into a way faster, higher, better level than what you ever would have been if you was chasing that dream by yourself. So I'm saying that trust the process. Never look at somebody else's life. You can't drive forward looking this way and looking that way, because eventually you're gonna run into a wall focusing on somebody else. Eventually you're gonna stop your own path because you're focused on, dang, he got a nice car, dang, he got a nice house. Bro, that's life goals. Nah, that's life goals. Nah, that's life goals. And then while you focus on everybody else's life goals, you missing the whole point. You missing the whole picture. Because you can be your own life goals, and you can have other people being like, dang, this life goal. Then you can tell people like, you know what? The fact that you was able and bold enough to come and ask me what I do, I'm willing to help to put you in a position, or I'm willing to give you what I had to help you show your own way how to have your own life goals. So that's why I do what I do. This is why I chose to do YouTube. This is something I always wanted to do, is to help, to reach people, to change people's lives, to help people believe in it's okay to dream. It's not as scary as people make it seem. It's not this bad thing that all people like, because I used to really truly believe that successful people were created successful, like the Most High created, like, okay, I'm gonna make him successful, I'm gonna make her successful, I'm gonna make him successful, I'm gonna make her successful, I'll make him successful. I used to believe that way. I used to think like that until I had to get out my own bubble. I had to get out my own box and be like, nah, those people weren't just created successful. Everybody's problem is really the same. It's just the people's solution is different. You know what I'm saying? That drive, that heart, the thing that's inside that beats to say, like, you know what, I'm tired of living like this, or, you know, I'm already at the bottom, so what else I got to lose? So, I mean, I might as well chase my dream. I'm already at the bottom. I ain't got nothing else to lose. At least I know if I chase my dream and I fail, I'm already at the bottom anyway. So if this don't work, at least I know I can still go here and get a job here, do this, because I'm already at the bottom. So I don't have nothing to lose. And then you chase that dream and you figure out it's really not the boogeyman that's in the closet. It's really just your own imagination. That's the only thing you're really afraid of. There is no such thing as the boogeyman. There is nothing to fear. Because the people, you can ask any successful person, any rich person, ask them did they have fears before they started their dream, before they started their career, before they started whatever made them successful. Every last one of them is going to tell you, yes, there is a huge, huge fear. But when they got on the other side of that wall, you realize, you figure out, like, it was nothing to be afraid of. It was me. I was afraid of myself. I was afraid of my own shadow. You know what I'm saying? When you're a kid and you're in a room, you staring at the dark, you know what I'm saying? You sleeping in your own room for the first time, you looking around. If you stare at your closet long enough, you're going to imagine a body standing there. You know what I'm saying? Now you're scared. Now you're creating imaginary monsters in your head. Monsters that's not even there. It's just the fear that's inside you. And you've allowed your fear to consume you for so long that it's starting to create imaginary problems in your life that's not even really there. But once you realize, when you cut the light on and you go and you look in your closet, you search through the clothes, you realize, bro, it's nothing here. So what was I afraid of the whole time? So that's what I need y'all to do. Instead of worrying about somebody else's life, instead of saying that it's okay to be inspired. Don't get me wrong, it's okay to be inspired, but it's a difference between being inspired and being idled. Be inspired, but don't idle anybody, because you don't know. You don't know. And the people that you idling, I guarantee you that no matter a person, whoever the richest person is you look up to, they couldn't pay to be you. Because nobody can do it the way you do it. So I need y'all just to cut on the light in your life and realize there is no monster in your closet. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's going to be scary. Yes, it is a fear, because it's not easy. Because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But just like I said in the video a long time ago, imagine if the people that own a lot of this stuff never followed their dream. What if people decided to, you know what, I'm afraid, I'm not going to do it. What if Michael Jordan decided to never pick up a basketball after his failure? What if Oprah got fired and was just like, you know what, I got to get a job, I got to snap back to reality? What if Bill Gates was just like, whatever's finna make me drop out of college, I'm not doing it? What if the person that created YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, what if they decided to never step out on their faith and follow their dream? What if? Where would we be? What would we do? If the person that created Gatorade decided not to make Gatorade, if the person that created Dodge decided to never create Dodge, what would we do? Walmart went bankrupt 5 times. Bankrupt. From my understanding, there is no state in the United States that you can go to and not find a Walmart. But if you tell people that don't know that Walmart went bankrupt 5 times, people wouldn't believe you, because it's just like, how is Walmart bankrupt when it's literally a Walmart in every state in the United States? Walmart went bankrupt 5 times. What if Walmart would have said, you know what? First time went bankrupt. I can't do it. It's a wrap, bro. I can't do this. I just went bankrupt. I gotta go in here. I got a family to provide for. I got bills. I have a life I have to live. I can't just go in here and keep putting money into something that they just called me go bankrupt. Even in baseball, 3 strikes, you out. You were out. He went bankrupt 5 times. Imagine if you would have gave up, it wouldn't be a Walmart. It would not be a Walmart, bro. So it's okay to be afraid. It's okay to fail, but you have to fall forward. You have to fall willing to get back up and say, okay, this is what this showed me. Even the guy, I can never remember his name, but the guy that created the light bulb, he failed 200 times, bro. 200 times. And then he got it there one time, 200 to 1. And at the end, he didn't say that he failed 200 times. He said he found out 200 ways that a light bulb didn't work. It's all about your perspective. It's all about your perspective. So I need you to cut that light on in the closet, realize that there's no monster. There's no real monster there. That the only thing that's stopping you from having these life goals is really you and your imagination. It's just fear, which is okay to have fear. Everybody has fears. But you cannot let that fear control you. You've come too far. You already went through some of the hardest times of your life. You already came up with the idea. You already, what do you have to lose? I'm telling you, life goes. Life goes. Chase yours, be yourself, because I promise, the people that you look up to, the people that you're inspired by, even the people that's inspired by me, no matter what I do, I cannot do it the way you do it. Even for the people that want to be a YouTuber that's watch my videos, I cannot be a YouTuber the way you can. There's always something about you that nobody else in the field that you want to be in can do it the way you can do it. So, with that being said, man, I end my videos the absolute same, because I truly, truly believe that whoever told you the sky's the limit, they lied to you, because we know absolutely no limit whatsoever.